Hey y'all, welcome back to Seriously Stump'd. Stick around today because I don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to use this Chinese sawmill to mill up this pine log and talk to you about those Trump tariffs and how they'll affect all of these Chinese import companies. But hey, if that doesn't spark up your flame, you can stay stumped. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Man, oh man, that's a pretty cut. I sure got this Chinese MechMaxx sawmill running right. But hey, if you want to know anything else about this SM32 sawmill, scroll up, check my playlist. I have a whole playlist on this SM32 sawmill. I love it. I also have an entire playlist on this MechMaxx B150 wood chipper, and you can learn all about that. But what I want to talk to you about today is the Trump tariffs from my knowledge, not a political standpoint, not trying to throw politics down your face. It's just, what do I know by being a person who's close to MechMaxx and some of these other Chinese import companies, and how that's going to affect us as the American consumer trying to buy these products. I'm not trying to tell you to not buy American-made products. I'm not trying to tell you to buy MechMaxx products. But if you do want to buy some MechMaxx products, you can check the description of this video, get yourself a coupon code to save yourself even more money. But that's besides the point. So for this MechMaxx wood chipper right here, it is a 6-inch wood chipper. Why would you buy it? Well, it's about $2,300 without any extra coupon codes, shipped directly to your house. And the reason MechMaxx is able to do that is because they like to try to cut out the middleman. They're an online distributor who tries to get everything to you, and they understand that they need to work on their customer service, because I've met the entire team. I went up to the 2024 Kentucky Expo last year in October. I met the entire team top to bottom. Great guys, and they really accept your feedback, and they're trying to do better by their customers. But that's for a different video. So with this wood chipper, if you spent your $2,400-ish without any coupon codes, maybe it's $2,300 now, depending on what specials they have running, you're going to get the best bang for your buck. Because if you bought an American-made machine, you're going to get a 4-inch wood chipper with a 13 horsepower motor that's not electric start, when this is a 6-inch, 15 horsepower and electric start, and can take an absolute beating. I've thrown everything I can, from construction lumber to green limbs that I just dropped off that were slightly bigger than 6 inches, to smaller stuff, just jamming it in there, all kinds of vines. I've had no issues with this whatsoever. So MechMaxx tries to give you a lot of bang for your buck. But with these tariffs, and if you guys don't know, tariffs for quite a while, I don't remember when they started, but have been 25% standard on Chinese imports. Well, Trump raised that 10% last month, and as of April 2nd, I think we're going to reciprocal tariffs across the board. So that'll be from your Canadian-made products, your which is your woodland mill stuff, so your stuff that's comparable to this, your Mexican imported products, and your Chinese imported products. So we don't really know exactly what those are going to be. It could lead to a tariff war. It could lead to all kinds of stuff that we don't really know. But what I do know is that MechMaxx, since they are a global distributing company, what their intention is, because they know who their customers are. They know that they're trying to sell to people in the United States who are interested in their product, because A, they can't buy any other sawmill in the United States that's an entry-level sawmill for this price. You can buy a Woodland Mills, but guess where Woodland Mills is made? It's made, manufactured in China. It's just housed and distributed from Canada. But guess what? The Canadian imports are going to have the same tariffs on them. Well, it may not be, because if China raises their tariffs higher than Canada raises theirs, and there's this reciprocal process, there's going to be a give and take, and we'll get there. But what I'm getting at is MechMaxx knows who their clientele is, and they know if they start rolling these tariffs onto their consumers, their customers, that you're not going to buy their products anymore. So I think you can still expect to see this sawmill priced at the exact same thing it is today, even with these tariffs. At least that's their initial going in plan. And how they're able to do that is I've been told that they're going to try to save money along the way. Each step, they're going to try to save a few here and there. I don't think that means they're going to cut corners, because like I said, they are really great people to work with, and they really are trying to do their best for their customers. But that's what I've been told. They're going to try to save steps along the way, and then they're going to try to pad some of those losses from the tariff, since they're going to be eating that and not rolling it on to the customers, by increasing some of their sales in the European markets, because MechMaxx is a global distributing company. They don't only sell to the United States. Now, what I do believe is that their global distribution centers are called different companies. I don't think MechMaxx is their sole company. I think they have another company that services Europe, but I could be off on that a little bit. But that's what I've been told. They don't plan to roll these prices into us. But say they did, and say we were talking about today, and they rolled in an extra $3,200, or this machine, say it was $3,200, and they rolled a $320 tariff, 10% extra into us. Would that stop us from buying this machine that's already well priced? Probably not. Would that stop you from buying this wood chipper over here? Probably not. Would that stop you from saving $2,500 by buying a CF Moto Chinese import four-wheeler? Probably not. And I don't remember all the details of this, but I do remember I bought this from a local dealership here in the Carolinas. And if I would have bought a similar model Polaris, it would have been $2,500 more. So CF Moto, they're a Chinese import company, but I don't think you can buy this direct from anyone. You have to go to a dealer, and the dealer is the one that will feel the effects of all of these tariffs as Trump rolls them all out and we get into the reciprocal process. So while a company like MechMaxx is going to try to inherit or absorb some of that tariff bluff and not have to raise their prices, I fully expect a CF Moto brand at your local dealership to become 10-20% more expensive, and that's going to equal the playing field between a CF Moto product and a Polaris, and I think that's kind of part of the intention there without getting too deep into the weeds. But speaking of other things that I have out here, I have a VEVOR product, and as you can see on their box, let me get closer, it says tough tools for half price. And this is a portable bandsaw. I'm going to do a whole unboxing video on that and a whole project with it. But VEVOR, they are also a Chinese direct import to consumer company, and they plan to absorb some of those tariff costs up front as well, because they understand the reason you're buying their products is because they have tough tools at half price. And this over here is a 50-foot 3000 psi air hose that is $75 on their website, and I'm gonna have coupon codes to where you can save yourself some money on this too. But if you went and bought the same make the same style thing at your local Lowe's, you'd be buying a Cobalt product, which is made overseas, and you'd be spending, instead of $75, you'd be spending $130. And like I said, this down here is a portable bandsaw. It's $185, and if you went and bought this same thing from Lowe's, you spend $330 without a stand. So you tell me, are you un-American or are you financially literate to try to get the best bang for your buck? Because I like to try to think that I am financially literate, and I'm just trying to put my family in the best situation possible moving forward in a world full of crazy and all of this insane inflation that we felt over the past 4 years. Can't forget your Ted Bundy specials, your BCGs, your birth control glasses. So I told you guys I was gonna mill a little bit of this log. Uh-oh, kind of falling apart, need to get some more glue down there. But as I've told you guys before, words are hard, always have been, always will be. And I think the word I've been trying to say this whole time, other than reciprocal tariffs, is reciprocity. I don't know what I was butchering earlier, but you guys get the points. That it's gonna be reciprocal amongst what they charge us is what we're going to charge them, and we're going to feel that effect. But another way that you can feel that effect is when you try to buy direct. Like if you go straight to a company and you try to hit them up on Alibaba or WhatsApp, and you go to try to get yourself what is the whole craze now, which is these Chinese mini skid steers or mini excavators, and you're going to buy something directly from like Direct, and you're going to get the Direct V1000 or something. And if you're going to do that, they're going to charge you what is called DDP, which is Delivery Duty Paid. And that is all encompassing the cost that it takes to package it up, pay the tariff, pay the customs charges to get it from China at their manufacturer all the way to your door. So like if you were to take a Direct V1000 and you were going to talk to them and you're going to get it for $9,300, well, $9,300 is that price is going to stay the same with these tariffs. The increase is going to come on the back end of that, but you're going to pay that up front, just like your dealer would pay that for your ATV that you would buy. While your MechMaxx company is going to absorb that tariff, if you do it through a dealer, you're going to pay that increase. If you're going to do it directly through a Chinese company, you're going to pay that at the time of purchase, and it's already being calculated into all of their estimates they're sending out. Stay with me as I move these log dogs around so I can keep milling. As you can see, that Carolina sunset's completely dropped and I'm running out of daylight. But that's pretty much all the topics I wanted to talk to you guys about anyways today. And I just really wanted to let you know, because I reached out to MechMaxx directly and I got their feedback. So I was like, hey, do you guys think you guys are going to be able to stay in business with how everything's going with these tariffs? And last thing I want is for you guys who are potentially going to buy their products to fear whether or not they're going to be able to survive it. And right now they fully think that they have a long-term plan that's going to be successful. Like I said, that's about all I had for you guys. I'm running out of daylight. I got to get out of here. All we can do is what I always like to say is focus on what you can control, put your best foot forward, and try to maintain positivity in a world full of crazy. But hey, hopefully you learned something today. Hopefully you're no longer stumped. Drop a follow, drop a like, drop a subscription, whatever you want to call it. Hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. And as always, remember to stay safe and stay hydrated. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I need to get some lights. Reciprocity? What the hell is that word?